Welcome, guys. We're going to be reacting to how someone went from hack to viral meme to hack to making a podcast to hack to meme coin. How do you jump from that to that to that? No one knows, but you know. This is an imaginary opening theme song. Oh. And it's funny how a lot of the people were giving her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt when she announced she was making a podcast in the first place. They were all like, I mean, at least she's helping, like an animal shelter or something, right? And then she goes ahead and does this. So CoffeeZilla here, reporting from the void, as he calls it, in his voidzilla-ness and all that, will explain to us what exactly did she do and what happened.
Today
and all
we're
that.
breaking down the Tuah scam, exactly how it happened, and I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Never does.
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think is relevant.
I like how he's all like, this is one of the most miserable thing I've seen, and then she's all like, okay, why are you here then? What do you mean why? You literally said it's because it's one of the outrageous things I've seen. And there's like 3 people here. Hey Kato, yeah, we're watching the CoffeeZilla exposing the Tuah scam. You know, the girl that went viral. I don't know if you ever heard of her, Kato, but she went viral in a video that was shot by someone else doing street interviews when they asked her a question, and then after she became meme viral, she decided to quit her job, and then, with the help of Jake Paul, she was able to start a podcast and all that, and yada, yada, yada. Although people are shocked when they hear that her podcast is number 3 in America or something. I don't know the details. But, who knows?
Relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
Where's the money then?
You released 3%.
You're defaming our character.
Yes, the Paul family, yes. I think she got Jake Paul, sponsored her for the podcast, and it seems like she went with Logan Paul's way of doing something.
Are you not going to let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
Although, to be fair...
Yeah, these people were completely...
To be fair, Logan Paul did not do a meme coin, but he did do the... What was it? Crypto zoo thing. So, they're kind of similar when you... Like, they're still in the crypto universe and stuff, so it's kind of similar, for sure.
Unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second, but I want to break down the Tuah scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble.
Yeah, they're always busy. Everyone's always busy. What? No, you did not steal Kato's life, Sashi. Okay, so let's see. How did this all start? Didn't disappoint. 96% of the supply in one cluster. Nice. Sheesh.
Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets. The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you. Pretty quickly, the Tuah girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold 1 token and not one key opinion leader was given 1 free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. So you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this...
I'm sorry, but who made this graph? Who made this graph? Because, like, the coloring for this is, like, this does not work. Like, could they not have done a bit differently? I don't know. This just feels like no one did any kind of work for this at all. And it's like, well, yeah, we did something.
At the start of the launch. So you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold 1 token. And then they post, obviously, a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens?
Probably.
Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they pre-sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token.
I see. Okay. So yeah, it says fully unlocked on TGE right here. Basically, this TG is lowercase tg right here. I mean, sure, fair enough. You can't sell something if you're already pre-sold it. Yeah, sometimes people try to get away with like the, you know, like it's like this, but you didn't say it in the most precise way ever, so we're getting away with it kind of mentality. So I think that's what they went with that as well. Probably.
Now, I spoke to some people who bought into this pre-sale. They say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see.
Yeah, there was a lot of wallets there.
Haley Welsh's fans, or Hawk Tuah Girls fans. And I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting like actual fans who've never been involved in, you know, the crypto space before. They don't know any better. And you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are
okay. By the way, I mean, if there's a demand, people will sell anything. But even if there's not a demand, people will always try to sell something. If it's profit for them, they'll try to sell for sure. You know, it doesn't have to be anything. Like, it could be anything, right? Like, someone would just suddenly try to sell a rock to someone, right? If it's profit for them, they'll do it. And then, you know, eventually, if like 100 people turn them down, the 101 person might not, and then they'll still make it. Yeah, another case of robbing their fans, yeah. Well, usually with these crypto tokens and stuff as well, right? A lot of people believe that if they buy in early enough, they are the ones that can get into the sphere of making a profit and then just bouncing out, right? So there are some that go into stuff like that. Like, there could be some people that don't even know who she was or anything, but they were like just keeping an eye on the market, and then they just saw a new token on the market, and then they would be like, maybe, you know, or interested and rob them money. Yeah. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know.
outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join a community. Cool, done.
Not only did they say it, they sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought.
Wow. The way they worded this though, like normies, what do people think they are? They're not like the experts of the experts either. But you know, it's always so funny when people call others normies or stuff like that. Anyone who does it normally problem their own instead of being dumped on like most of the time. Yeah. By linking to Web 2 social media, making it easy for Haley's fans to create wallets. They didn't even write her name right. Like, that's how much work went into this.
Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, well, you know, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine. But a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly. fee scam, okay? When
Mhm.
this launched, they had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means, and because the team now blames snipers for a lot of
Of course
this
they do.
rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way.
I mean, why blame yourself when you can blame someone else, right? So here's the 24, here writes 24-hour volume, 24-hour yield, 24-hour fee. Then this is dynamic fee, the bottom here. And then there's protocol fee over here, basically. And that's how this was written. Well, yeah, of course you're gonna
You can
point
see
to
in
someone else,
24
you know?
hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee. Meanwhile, on Dex Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million in their total profits and loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited.
Of course.
Did Talk to a Girl make the money? Who made the money in this whole thing? And they essentially dodged the question. Who's making
Well.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's
Who's
the
making
project, so we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay.
Okay, first of all, that's one huge lie, the way he said it. They want to keep this going on for years. No one in the crypto space wants anything to last for years. Literally, so all just about like maybe for some it's like the moment it drops, you know, like the first few minutes and then it's over, right? For others, sometimes it's like a few days before it completely gets pulled, but no one ever aims for like a very, very long time, okay? So, I don't know, it's funny how he's trying to lie about it, or at least it seems like he's lying about it, but he's using such weird words to say it. Like, it's not even believable if you think about it for a little bit. You know? What are they, banks trying to float on 10% some? Maybe. Maybe they believe they are. I don't know. Of course, this is all our opinions. We don't know what actually happened, you know. So.
That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteor Pool, and that goes to yes, the creator, right?
Okay.
Which is who? Who does that own? Who belong? Who?
Or maybe
who does
that
belong
is
to?
how you spell her name. I didn't notice this is how you spell her name. I thought it was the other way around, like the I and the L. Or in the separates. Was it? I don't know. I thought this would be flipped. Who knows? Either way, I don't really care one way or another.
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
Yeah, true.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who
owns
it.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that.
I have no idea why he just brought up the Cayman Islands, but usually when they talk about stuff in TV shows and stuff, don't they usually say something about stashing money in some kind of island or something? Like, I'm just saying, usually when islands or like other places come involved, it's because they're trying to hide the money, not because there's no one not hiding the money. I don't know. I don't think the speaker understands what he's saying sometimes, or at least I don't think he should be saying this because it's really not convincing what he's saying. I don't know. You know.
First of all, over here can speak to
that's
extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day. Do it for 2 days.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
So whose foundation is it?
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him.
What? Who cares where fees go? What? Everyone cares where the fees go. That's the whole point, right? Like, if it doesn't go to people that are within the project, then what is the point for them? You know? That was very confusing. Okay, so he says he does not own the foundation, but he also said Haley did not own the foundation. So did they just... So is he trying to say they agreed to, like, use her name and just funnel in money to, like, the third party, and then the third party can get all the money and then they get nothing from it? Like, even if you say it like that, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, no matter which way you think about it, what he's saying is not making sense. He wouldn't comment on how much she owns. I see. Yeah. I know. And then, I mean, the foundation kind of sounds sketchy, not gonna lie. Like, where did this foundation come from all of a sudden?
I'm right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the Tuah meme token. So, I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Tuah Girl, who is promoting this. 2, you have this guy, Doc Hollywood, who is like Howie Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like, this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting Tuah Girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a meme coin class.
Not Howie Mandel. No. Howie was all about the briefcases. And was he all like, I don't want to do the briefcase stuff, I want to do the coin stuff that I can't even own in actual life? Oh no.
Class, okay? And he goes unhinged on
I know.
3,
Just family.
you have the guys running the crypto token, and 4, you have the insiders who paid money, get early access to this coin, and then are rug pulling a lot of Haley Welsh's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe, or maybe she's making a ton of money. Talking about Tuah Girl. So, with that said,
okay, to anyone that said that maybe she doesn't know any better or something like that. Okay, first of all, if you're gonna claim that she put her name on something and that she had no idea how any of it works, then she really needs to reevaluate her life. But that doesn't exonerate her from blame either. Like, putting your name on stuff, whether it's debts, whether it's, like a lease or something, you need to know what you're putting your name on for your own, preservation and self-interest. It's nothing wrong to know then. Oh, yeah, she knew she works with scammers. Well, like I said, it's still not really a excuse to give her, if she didn't know. Then what she should have done while she was on this call, right? She could have reached out to like a separate person and then say, I think I'm in trouble because of, something I put my name on, I got involved in. Like, how am I going to get out of this? Something, right? But who knows?
I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call. And you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice. Not only that, this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill, said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically. for doing this for them, as if he's doing
I
them a
see.
favor. Basically, generally berating the people who
Wow.
had maybe lost money in this. So quite frustrating to go.
So that just sounds like he feels like he helped the lesser people, right? The peasants. Right? Since he did them a favor and stuff, but they didn't even get the money, so who are you doing the favor for? You know? That's why the failed lawyers are to distract, because she couldn't answer herself with that. But, well, there's always someone somewhere that tries to, you know, tell people, if they get hired, of course, such a noble person to scam the peasants, yeah. I mean, that's what it sounded like, the way he described it, right?
Go into, and, well, anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you. Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already, y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated trying to do something cool, right? To do something different.
Has it been that long since she went viral with the meme? 6-7 months? Or is he, if it has been that long, is he trying to say that they were just waiting for a certain point in her popularity to bring out this coin? I don't know. You know, like there was that teenager that's got a lot of people with his coin, and he didn't need to spend like days and days on end. He just went to the website, just typed in the name of bing, boom, boom, boom. It was done. So what did they spend months on? I'm very confused on that, but who knows? Yeah, that's weird, right? You admit, first he said, like, you guys are thinking everything is a scam, and then a few seconds later he says, yes, everything is a scam, but this was not. So, you know, like, what?
Not dumping on you, not bundle snipe.
What?
Not 100% of the liquidity or whatever was bundle sniped by the team, propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say.
Okay.
Right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this space. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
Having a meltdown.
You know, you guys, I'm gonna say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in space.
Okay, so he wanted people that were not in the crypto space to join in and get more people into the space, right? But then he said he doesn't want certain people in the space. Like, you know, if you want new people to show into the space, you can't really control who goes into the space, you know, just saying. If it's public, if it's out there for the public, you can't really control who from the public will show up. You know, if you really want to keep it close-knit, then you would make it more hush-hush, you know, and not just out in the open, so. Yeah, I know, right? It's very funny when he said, we're not targeting you. Why are you mad? Yeah. If you want people to have no voice, yeah, something or another, maybe. Who knows? Of course, this is just our opinions. We're not saying this are facts, obviously.
I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing. Right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now.
Okay.
We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token.
Okay, but if he said he's trying to give them for free, did you still have to pay for them? Or were you able to type free and get it? Or like press 0 and you were able to get it? I don't think so, but who knows?
You guys should be kissing my ass. I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this started. I had watched as people got wrecked on chain.
Yeah, basically, like I said, he acted like he was doing a favor to the peasants. But, like, were they really free? Who knows? We need people who have, yeah, something like that.
Here, in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them
Mm-hmm.
mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him.
Well,
And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why. The
Well.
problem is people filibuster. So I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour explanations, which they will do.
yeah, and then they'll go after the 10-hour explanation that they go on. Then they'll be all like, "Oh wait, we ran out of time. Oh, so sorry. I gotta go. Bye bye. You know, can't do this again. I'm so busy, super busy. You should have asked all your questions now." Yada yada yada. You know, that's why you do need to interrupt them most of the time, because then they'll say, "Well, I mean, we let you come in here. B, well, you had the time and you didn't answer. You didn't ask your questions. Well, that's on you, not us. You know." And C, we don't need to do this again because we already did it. Bye-bye. You know? Yeah.
You let them. So, yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
Be happy to answer any
I have
questions.
questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey,
Hey, man.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys
Because
generated
it's a horrible launch.
over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading
Mm-hmm.
directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No, that's not true.
That is true. That's a
No,
fact.
it's not.
Well, it's a fact,
Well.
and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there.
Okay.
We can answer that.
you
No
know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. But
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account,
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
and then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is
Yeah.
that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scams. Not us. Now we had.
That's what everyone said.
You see how it says you think we're doing this for 50K? Then does that mean you were aiming for much higher money and 50K is like below what you wanted or something? What's happening? But again, I thought you said you gave it to free to them beforehand. So how would there be any money if you're giving everything away for free? Right? Just saying, whatever he says never adds up. Like 1 + 1 never is a thing with him. It's like 1, then minus a gajillion, and then maybe somewhere in the middle, the sentences will come together. Maybe.
Says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't
not
matter.
me.
No, I'm not everyone. There was a
You're different.
strategic allocation,
Mm-hmm.
right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed to a staff. The deployer wallet. You've heard of a strategic allocation or
Sure.
How much did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
Not that we
Selling out
made.
your fans. So other
Over here,
people
can
can
you give
dump on your
Hold on,
fans.
CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, bro.
Yeah, so
Listen,
Y'all just
see-
rug pulled a bunch of people. What are
No,
you
there's
talking-
no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pull, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market
No,
cap
no, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us.
Not
That
just
was
snipers.
snipers.
Uh-huh.
You know that.
Listen. No. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
Oh, I'm sure that's
it's not
not you getting
scheme.
those fees,
not
right?
a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on
not
the
a-
fees?
It's
Who's
not a
making
scheme.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's
the
making
project. So we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years.
Yeah.
okay?
See, this
That's
is what I'm saying. No
actually-
one aims for
there's so
years
many
in this
expenses.
project.
Who
Come
makes
on.
the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with
Mhm.
Meteor Pool, and that goes to the
Yeah.
creator, right?
Okay.
Who's
Which
gonna,
is who? Who does that
which-
who does that belong to?
that belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project?
Mhm.
Who is the
That-
project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right?
Yeah.
How much
there's-
does
That's
Haley
saying
Welch own?
nothing.
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pull? I'm just trying to figure out
Do you know
who-
do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees?
That guy just really likes to try to tell Coffee to you know, like chill, you know, nothing's happening here for sure. You know, you're just blowing everything out of proportion, CoffeeZilla. Come on now, come on. You need to chill. Do you need me to give you like the chill pill myself to you? Like, come on now, calm down, calm down. Sheesh. But 100%, if he were to sound a bit more like calm when he's asking his questions, most of the time people don't really like assume they need to answer a question, or they'll just like start going rambling on other stuff and all that, and then you're like, wait a minute, why did we get here now all of a sudden, you know? Like his tone is not extremely aggressive. It's like the right balance of, you know, like I need to get down to the bottom of this kind of thing, which is why a lot of people do respect CoffeeZilla for what he does and also how he conducts himself and all that, you know?
To create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors. You think this?
He said it was not. Yeah, that is true.
Right?
Well, you can tell
So y'all
he's
wanna
kind
spend
of
the money on
annoyed.
Day one, I don't understand. I'm
But
just
he's
asking,
still
who
not,
actually
single
like-
makes
day,
millions of
day
dollars in
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
2, day
Mhm.
3.
Like, despite him being annoyed, right? He's not like just shouting at the phone, like, answer my question, answer my question, answer my question, answer my question. You know, like he's still keeping a sort of decorum to it, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, well, we can see it in his face, yeah.
Forever is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people.
Yeah, that's
that are
what I'm
on this
saying.
Project over here has around 18 people working on this right now. As
Also weird, what are
not a
these 18
small-time
people
type
doing
of
anyways?
nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just
They
do
have
it
like
for one
18
day,
people just
do it for 2
sitting
days,
around
but
on a
do it
table
who
or something?
made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does
Okay?
she own of it?
Uh-huh.
It's a foundation. He owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all
Mhm.
made the money?
Foundation. No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation. for Cayman
Brother,
Islands.
who profited of over $1 million was just
I'm
made?
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way,
Okay, like, did they do this from the bottom of the goodness of their heart or something? Like, why would they like accept a foundation for this in the first place, right? That's what he's so confused about. Like, okay, you're saying she doesn't have any part in the foundation. You don't have any part in the foundation. So where is the foundation? Then why aren't they speaking about this? Because he's all like, the foundation buys out people. Okay, then that still doesn't explain how you guys got into that in the first place, and also how much did you get then if the foundation buys people out, you know? He's avoiding it. Yeah, 100%.
CoffeeZilla. I'm not
Because
asking
more
you,
questions just
you know,
arise the
questions
more he
that
keeps
that
going
are
like left and
irrelevant
right
to the
with what
most
he's saying.
important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It
Well,
goes
when you're
to
charging
attorneys. It goes to
15%,
accounts. It goes to directors.
you're
It
charging
goes
50%
to staff.
on the rug pool,
right?
and you're profiting from the
There's
rug
no
pool. I
rug
think it's
pull
relevant.
because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
defamation.
Doc,
what you're saying,
do the
CoffeeZilla.
math. Do
It's
the math.
defamation. You're saying that we
released-
pulled the rug. There was
you
no rug
released
pull.
3%.
Mhm.
You're defaming.
Well, you know, people just love using that word defamation, you know, for everything. And apparently the update was when Sneeko ran into a TikToker he DM before.
Our care.
Are you not
I
gonna
see.
talk? You
It's bullshit.
just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the
Mhm.
Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day 1 from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like,
Mhm.
what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not.
By the way, you know the numbers, when the higher they get, the more they mean nothing, but probably, even though he's saying like 17%, is probably still like millions involved, right? Which is the problem. You know? They probably both have it, but it's more of a scam if any other names are. Well, yeah. I mean, they're still tying their names to this in a way or not, right? Because they did release it and stuff, but who knows?
Not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla?
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really?
Yeah.
And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut?
Yeah, man.
I just got muted.
Yeah, the 20% earned 1.9 million from just 15% or 70%. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, sure, if in the grand scheme of things, right, it doesn't seem like a lot, but the more the numbers go up, everything just looks weird, right? Like how I saw in a different video, right, there was an example of like Oprah. If Oprah bought like a phone, it would be like a few cents for her. But for us, it's like a few $1,000s. So, yeah. It just depends on how high the money has gone, for sure. Also, if I would understand if like he knew CoffeeZilla had also a coin, and then he was all like, "Oh yeah, who pays you?" But either way, why would you ask him that question, trying to deflect him in such a way that's it just seems so funny to me, the way he tried to deflect, like, what? What does it matter where Coffee gets his money for his $10 million studio? You know? He's not out here promoting a meme coin in the first place. Yeah, probably. Who knows? 3% to public, yeah. Well, I mean, they were just trying to help out the peasants, you know? Just give them for free. Which I still doubt that you could type in like $0 and actually get a percentage, you know? So I doubt it was free, but who knows? This is our opinions indeed.
Yeah, that was the conversation. Obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because I don't know, there was something about this guy berating people who had lost money and
also one of the reasons why
that what
people
was so
love Twitter Spaces is
transparently
because they
true
can
about
just
the
mute
fees
people
being
and
made
just like go on
about
their
who's benefiting from the
stream, you know?
presale. Just dodging all of that, it gets me so bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point. But, you know, what can I say? I'm only human. I will go ahead and highlight there were two other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This
Let's
100%
see.
was a mismanaged, mislaunched, like this.
Yeah, you can see Coffee's mic is muted there, but there are a few people in there, yeah, and there's like a lot of listeners in this call.
Took what CoffeeZilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
Like,
most things you can
CoffeeZilla
mute as,
brought
yeah.
up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were
No,
like,
that's not true. It's not
yeah,
true.
yes, it is
It's
true.
false.
Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also
Okay.
Nick O'Neill, who is another crypto Twitter guy, he got up there and he asked him basically what I did because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, "Where's the money going to?" And then Hawk Tuah girl, you know, decided it was time for bed, and that was the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual like
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
You didn't want to interrupt him, sure.
I guess we're talking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning, you go, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed," you know?
Yeah, you know.
Gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning.
Well, the most serious they are is just saying, no, that's not true, no, that's not true, and then talking over people and then saying, no, that's not true. And then when there's no one in there, the guy just goes on brace people, apparently. So, yeah.
When you have a project which You know, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the
Yeah,
hundreds
well,
of
of
thousands
course.
they
Don't want to
supposedly
burn
paid to
daylight
set
for
up
sure.
these like Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the
The
end of
right
the day,
way,
when you
yeah.
make millions of dollars on launch, where does that come from?
Mm.
When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in? That is my problem. That is my issue, and that's why I came at them so hard. And that's basically it. I think Haley Welsh or Tuah girl, to whatever extent she was involved, is still unclear or was unclear until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me.
Look at that.
Just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a...
Okay, so for those that can't see, it says, Coffee, I'm Haley Welsh's transactional entertainment lawyer, non-crypto. Would like to have an offline combo to give perspective and get advice if you're willing. And then he said, can't do offline, but I've been trying to reach Haley all day. If she has any final comment for the story or wants to shed light on how much she's been paid and will be paid for the coin, kindly respond by 5 p.m. CT today.
Offline combo. I said I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said, what company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies, she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees or whatever they have?
Well, probably.
I don't know what costs they have.
I don't know. I would like to imagine just there's 18 people either sitting around a table and just staring at each other or at their phones and just being all like, yeah, we did good work today, guys. Let's go. You know, and like maybe there's one laptop in the room, right? Or maybe there's just 18 people playing foosball around with others. You know, who knows? You know, maybe.
But 50% is a lot.
But point is, there was supposed to be some kind of payout to her, one way or another, for sure.
To allocation, we're supposed to be approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans, do right by the community. That's not going to happen.
Well, yes.
I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to be continued responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate it. Okay. We all...
Well, yeah, it's usually, you know, if you are doing something for someone else, then they will for sure get the bigger percentage compared to you. So it just depends on who is doing it and who is benefiting from it and all that, right? That's why he, you know, it was asking, like, is she the primary person and then she just had like a team to like get her the money, or is the foundation the one that just like gave her some split of the money to take even more of the money? There's money going around somewhere, you know, whether they want to say it's true or not. There's something happened to some type of money, yeah.
They always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciating somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's true. Look, the big deal, what he said, is 50% net proceeds. That's a lot, actually. Now, again, 18 employees working on the Tuah coin. I don't know how much they're going to end up seeing at the end of the day, but it's going to be real money. The question about, like, oh, salvage the coin, want to salvage the coin. Guys, the problem is you've sold millions of dollars of pre-sale tokens, and they're still out there. There's still people with these coins who are waiting to sell. So the second you go and salvage it for the fans, you're kind of dooming them again. So the best situation is just people, well, I don't really know. I don't like to give advice in situations like this. You know, it's like asking someone how to clean up a car crash. It's like, well, ideally, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So, can't give too much advice there. The situation's horrible.
Yeah, but if you didn't want to know how to clean stuff, you know, there is that one game. You know, and other games too, for sure.
I appreciate them actually responding, though, but she is actually making a lot of money off of this.
Well, yeah, somewhat response, so yeah, that's good.
So, I don't know. I think this whole situation is terrible, and she should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because she got in bed with these people who clearly saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs, and they did this, and people have been hurt. So, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, one more message from Hawk's lawyer. This guy keeps messaging me. He says, this was not a speculative opportunity for her. She truly didn't intend to fleece fans. She genuinely wanted to make this a community token of fans and onboard Web 2 to Web 3 and be a long-term face.
Sure. Well, yeah, like Coffee's face here says it all, doesn't it? Guys with the shrug and all that. Look, if she wanted to make us believe she felt sorry during that whole Twitter space thingamabob, she wouldn't have said, yeah, I got like she wouldn't have cut off the other guy and then say, well, I'm gonna go to bed, bye-bye, I'm out of here and stuff like that. Like that would be weird, right? Let's say whatever you can to save my face. Yeah, something or another for sure. Like I said, it's funny how a lot of people, right, didn't really expect her to stay relevant for so long because, you know, it's always a 50 minutes of fame kind of thing, right? So her meme went viral and then she like quit her job and then she did the podcast and stuff like that, right? So a lot of people were saying, yeah, she just go get your bag if you can, go do it, sure. When she wasn't like doing anything really bad or anything, right? And then a lot of people said, I mean, sure, she's making this cringe podcast, but also, you know, she kind of did help the animals before that. So, we'll just give her a pass for now. Like, let her do whatever she wants on her podcast space, yada, 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 right? And then by doing this coin, the ones that were giving her that pass probably just like, whoosh, taking that pass back from you. Right now, you get no pass, nothing. You are now known as the person that went into the meme coin crypto space and you did stuff. Someone probably coached her to stay popular. I mean, like I said, as far as I know, you know, like Jake Paul is the one that's, you know, sponsors or like pays for some percentage of her podcast, right? So yeah, she did get in touch, or like people did get in touch with her somehow, and she did come into like a space where she can get connections, obviously. Then join in with those who are used to robbing their probably, but of course this is all speculation on our part, you know. It's just, look, if you want to give the excuse that she didn't know, give the excuse, sure, but you know, like she should know better to don't put her name to every single place as well. Just saying. If, like, you know, you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, or if you say to people, like, who even bought into this, like I said, sometimes people believe that they can make a profit somehow, and then they try to get into it. If you do believe that, and if you want to try it, sure, then always make sure you're investing a certain amount of money that wouldn't upset you too much if you lost. But who knows? Everyone will do whatever they want with their money. They do get whatever. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah. Yeah, for now, like I said, now the fact that she did do meme coin will be on the record for sure. Whether it was a scam, it wasn't a scam, of course, you know, like they know the more details, they know what they were getting into. She at no point whatsoever felt the need to pull her name from it, you know, right? So to a degree, she knew about something. And even if she didn't know exactly what she was getting into, she could have just like looked it up a little bit. You know? I don't know. But at this rate, I feel like we'll either see more meme coins from her, because that's just like the trend and stuff. Like while the podcast goes on, I think maybe a bit more meme coins will pop out. And then maybe some kind of, I don't know, AI art, AI game kind of thing might come out from her as well at this rate. I don't know. That's just the track I feel like is going on. But, you know, always best to know what you're getting into. Keep yourself informed. If everything is a scam, but this is not a scam, there's a huge wave of doubts in that statement. You know, so yeah, just always try to be vigilant. she'll wait a while to let it die off, then do it again if she doesn't get a lawsuit. Maybe, who knows? Or maybe she'll sue someone else, right? Maybe she's gonna join Logan Paul in, like, you know, suing CoffeeZilla, right? Because Logan was all like, no, I'm not gonna sue him. Thank you, CoffeeZilla. And then later, 1 year later, he's suing him. Like, of course she wouldn't be able to, like, join the lawsuit right now that's ongoing, but maybe in the future she'll open one as well, saying like, yeah, I didn't appreciate Coffee's attitude here. He's just totally trying to defame me. Or maybe that other guy will do it, you know, like her and the other guy, the one that was looking down on the peasants and stuff, right? Maybe they'll launch a lawsuit as well. This is why hopefully Coffee did straighten out his protection about what he needed to, you know, cover himself and all that with the lawsuits and stuff, for sure. And I mean, one way or another, people are trying stuff, for sure, for sure. Whether you want to be known as the person that is trying this kind of stuff, that's up to you. It's your conscience. If you feel fine with it, then, you know, good for you. If you don't feel fine with it, well, then stop the train when you can. Otherwise, it's going full force for something. For sure, for sure. But let me know what your opinions are, guys. Yeah. And of course, big shout out to Coffee himself. Here's the link to the video itself exposing the Tuah scam. This is on his second channel, Voidzilla. He also has his main channel where, you know, he's in his quote-unquote $10 million studio and all that, yeah. But all in all, even if Coffee was annoyed before he got in the call, he still handled it pretty well in a way, right? So, yeah, at least he's trying to make more people aware, for sure. And for that, we do thank him. But, you know, always be careful of what you say to anyone at any given time for yourself and all that, you know, whether it's for you or anyone else, you know, just always keep in mind stuff.